Very tough.
But it will be on Killer Miller to do it.
No, but Gujarat have done it twice already.
Yes.
Yeah,
So they've won.
AB
six of the last ball.
was the common factor in both, but today he was run out for 3. What kind of running
they've
was
got the
that?
right
But by the way,
batsman.
the other two guys who were there on strike, one was Miller, one was Rashid Khan.
Yep.
In the two other, both
They
those
too
games.
have done it.
So both of them are now there.
Yes.
So let's see.
And Miller and Rashid were the guys who gave them that victory over Chennai. So let's not forget that. Oh, bhai, Ricky Patel, आज गुजरात सब पे
dot
ball.
Slower outside the off
stump.
One ball.
6 runs.
Needed. No, but that still is not a super over.
Yeah.
They'll win it.
Oh man, and Miller has to do a
So
Miyandad or a
no
Dhoni.
super over, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. It's either a Gujarat win or a Mumbai Indians win.
No super over Ricky Patel, 6 of 1 unless Sam's bowls a wide. And a 4 is
wide
hit.
And
He could bowl a wide because he's trying for that wide,
Yes.
wide delivery. You know.
Yes.
Mrs. Bumrah is tense. Mrs. Pandya is tense.
Very tense.
Ranveer Singh in the stands is tense.
Oh, man.
Hardik Pandya is pretty cool.
Yeah.
How have they made it so close? I don't even.
They
were
I told you,
cruising.
Gujarat batting, you are too overconfident.
29 of 18. And if you botch this, oh man, I think the slump alarm bells are
Okay,
ringing.
hold on. What's happening this ball? Come on.
I say, I was stuck with Mumbai winning.
No, but
so I'm
Miller
saying-
hits a 6.
Miller hits a 6.
No,
Miller hits a 6.
I say 2 runs come off it. Tries
2
to hit a
runs.
6, tries to hit a 6, but is fielded in the boundary either caught or fielded.
Yeah, he hits a 6. He joins Dhoni and Bravo as other guys to hit a 6 of the last ball.
You
Come
say
on.
now
Tewatia.
quickly.
Tewatia.
What do you think?
6. Tewatia.
Actually, we are
Sam's-
believing way too much in David
Come
Miller,
on.
I guess.
What? Tewatia.
Okay, what do you think Sam's is going to do? Outside the off
A
stump?
full ball.
Oh my goodness.
What a delivery!
Slow
What a
dipping.
delivery
Oh
by
my
Daniel
goodness.
Sam. Slower one.
Wow.
Slower one.
Wow. A dot ball.
Oh my goodness.
A dot ball.
He conceded just 3 runs in the final over.
Daniel Sam is a legend.
Oh
मैं क्या
man.
कहता तुम्हारी टीम से नहीं हो पाएगा
Oh.
नहीं हो पाएगा
Ricky Patel, Gujarati सब पे नती भारी. Ricky,
Nati.
नती भारी. And
Wow. That is
Devastated.
some game.
yes.
Gujarat
हो
should
गया
have
भाई भारी गुजरात पे.
They needed 24 of 16.
Yes, and you botched it up with wickets in hand, with Killer Miller, with AB Tewatia, and still you couldn't do
boy
it.
but hats off to Daniel Sam.
Wow, indeed.
What an over.
What are the 3 runs?
And to be fair, I had told Siddharth that had this situation been the same, whatever 7 needed of the how
9
many-
runs when
9
needed 6
years.
balls.
I said if it was Jasprit
Bumrah.
Bumrah, then they had a chance. Now with Daniel Sam's no chance. Boy did he prove us.
And man, we used to pan Sam for bowling those slow balls, with slow dipping balls
I
outside
tell you,
off.
I'm just trying to think from a bowler's mentality.
Yeah.
Like if I was the bowler, I'd be thinking like, okay, 6 is what is needed. What I have to do is not bowl slower
Fast
ball.
pace.
No, fast I would still go for. I tell you why, because I may beat with the pace. I'll say slower. If he spots it, it's gone for sure.
Yes.
Fast, I have a chance. I may beat him with pace or some Yorker. Mostly, I would have gone, and I think that's what Miller also thought.
Yeah.
Most likely, a bowler will not risk a slower ball. You need to have. You need to have
Nerves of steel.
expression. I cannot. I realized later.
Yeah, I got it. We got it.
You got
We
it.
understood.
So, but that's what he showed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gouda.
to put it mildly, you need
The
to
Hindi
have
word
a
is
lot
Gouda hona chahiye.
Yes.
courage. You have to have a lot of courage.
Jigra. You need to
Jigra,
have jigra.
courage.
Jigra.
And that's what Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay, a quick snap poll. Between Ranveer Singh's celebration and Nikhil's celebration, who did it the best? I think it was Nikhil. My vote goes for Nikhil for the way how he celebrated that
Because
last
I
ball.
stuck with Mumbai.
Yes.
No, but Daniel Sam's hats off. Man.
Yeah.
Hats off. What a performance that over.
Yeah.
Goes down probably as one of the finest, and to
Oh.
have done it against a team
Yes.
that has made it a habit winning these tough chases that they've chased down this IPL.
Yes.
For a guy like that.
But
And
the
see
way
what
Rohit ran in it feels like that final victory.
2019, 2017.
final, he
Yeah,
ran like
yeah,
this
yeah,
only,
yeah.
with holding his cap
Yeah.
while running in.
What
But I tell you, see, this is the beauty of the IPL. You know that Mumbai are out, okay?
Yep.
But see what it means to the team. See what it means to every fan who had come. See what it means to someone like a Ranveer Singh also, who I know is a Mumbai Indians fan. He's come here knowing fully well That team ain't going through. He's just come to support them. But
Yes.
boy, is he turned out to be the lucky charm.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Maybe he should come more often then to
I
watch the
know.
Mumbai Indians.
He
game.
should now. They're
Look,
all
at, look
good.
at that celebration. Look at those celebrations.
Yes.
What amazing visuals. Hardik
And so
Pandya.
Hardik breaks the trend. He didn't hurt his ex-team. Now
He
he's
was
the first guy to not hurt his ex-team.
Beginning to hurt them. He
Yep.
was beginning to hurt them with the bat.
Yep. So now 51 games in, no team has yet sealed their spot in the playoffs.
What is it that they say about the IPL? It's a tournament where 8 teams or sometimes 10 teams play, and the top 4 are decided on the last day of
Yes.
the league games.
Yep. It's happened every time since 2012. Your either 3 and 4 have not been settled until the last day of the league stages. But here, I think heading into the last week of the double headers also, which is 15th, I don't think we'll see our
Imagine
four.
being Rohit Sharma and giving the ball to Daniel Sams, who at one point in this tournament conceded 35 runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's true actually.
Yeah.
35 runs he conceded once, and now you're giving him when he has to defend 9 runs in the final over, and he only concedes 3.
3 runs. What a
Brilliant.
That shows even Sam's resilience also and backing. I mean, man, if you back your players to the hilt, you'll do well.
Who's going to be a man of the match?
So is that the highest this season, 35?
Yeah,
I'm guessing, or easily.
In 1 over, yes.
In 1 over, easily, the most that. So Daniel Sam, same guy who gave away the most runs in an over, 35. Same guy who, by far, actually it'd be interesting to see lowest runs given in the 20th over in IPL history, just giving 3.
Yeah, I think Umran Malik's 4 wickets in that game.
I'm saying
in the chase.
No,
Last over of the match.
Last over of the game where you
you are defending a total.
Yeah, I think this is the lowest, if I can recollect from the top of mind, because Monemokul defended 8 runs. He gave away just 6 in that game against RR in 2012. Bumrah, I think 7 or 6 needed. He defended 6 and they got into a super over against Gujarat Lions. I can recollect that particular instance. That was peak Bumrah. And
But
here,
tell me, who's the hero, who's the villain? Who cost Gujarat the game,
I
and
think
who won
silly
it for
run
MI?
out cost Gujarat the game.
yeah, that run out. Two
Two
run outs.
run outs. That's why I said silly
Hardik's
run out.
run out,
And Rahul Tewatia's run out.
but Tewatia, I could not understand what he was doing.
I think he
what
was not
I'm saying.
expecting the throw at his end.
2 silly runouts have cost them the game. Apart from some brilliant, by the way, despite those runouts, they were in driver's seat to win the
They
game.
were.
Yeah.
The
But
way
that
also
over
their
from
start
Murugan Ashwin changed the entire complexion. Murugan Ashwin getting rid of both Saha and
in
Gill.
1 over.
Yes.
But at that time, even then, you thought they are Gujarat were
Yeah,
cruising.
100
They were
and
cruising
100 run
all throughout.
partnership.
106 run opening partnership. Yes, you have lost both of them in the same over. Still, boss, you have to go out there and win it. And they have done it.
Actually, 3
Is
free
this,
dismissals.
is this complacency now?
No, like SS, who's joining us on our chat, pointed out, that is it also the fact that Gujarat have run out of luck? Why we say that is because, again, you make your own luck. That's another
Yes.
thing. But you did see Gujarat being that one team that was always on the right side of the results in close games.
Yeah.
Right, and those things are the margin is minute.
Yeah.
Like 1-6 here, not there, 1 ball falling in the slot, not
Yeah.
whatever, little bit of things come to your favor. Maybe it was that time, it eventually evens
Yeah.
out.
See,
Maybe.
there have been
But-
4 close matches when it came to the Gujarat Titans. If I can get 3 before this.
Miller game, Tewatia game,
Yeah, and again.
Tewatia twice,
Twice.
two sixes, and then that partnership,
Partnership.
That he had.
3 games they won like that.
Yeah, 3.
Chennai, SRH, and Punjab Kings. Those 3 games.
Yes.
Now, somewhere down the line in the IPL, you had to have one bad game. Unfortunately for Gujarat Titans, it's happening now.
Two in a row. Tomorrow, if Lucknow win, they go top.
Yep.
Yep.
They go top.
And they were a team which had actually fallen out of top 4 in the middle.
Yes.
Lucknow.
Yeah.
So
They
now
were fifth, yes.
to go. A lot of people pointing out Rohit Sharma's captaincy, and this was pointed to us in the mid-inning show where people said now his captaincy is going to be tested, and sure it was, and he came out trumps, whatever said and done.
Yeah.
He was always behind in the chase because of that great opening start.
Yep.
Always behind in the chase.
Yeah.
But then to have found a way to rotate his bowlers and come up with, results.
On any other given day, whenever we have seen in the IPL in the last overs, the bowlers who tend to nail the wide off-stump Yorkers, 3 out of 5 times they get it wide. Sam's nailed each and every Yorker.
Three of them.
Three of them.
Also that loopy full toss right
Yeah.
at the end. Miller must have thought, oh, I can hit this. Okay, and then his bat swung and the ball.
Beaten for pace. Now, because of the way you bowl it, you
Yeah.
deceive him in the pace. So the arm action is same. You've beaten him through that cut that you've
Yes.
done to the hand. And so he saw that quick arm action thinking again, this is the area. And I think the other thing what Wheeler may have been thinking, more than the slow ball, he may have been thinking that listen, he's been bowling, he's getting that wide outside off so right as
Yeah.
if he's using a scale or a protector, just
I know.
looking exactly at that. So he thought, okay, now at least I'm not going to get beaten there.
Yes.
So I'll go for that. I don't think he calculated that not only is he going to get beaten there, he'll also get beaten for pace. That's a double whammy.
That delivery reminded me of Malinga's slow dipping ball against Shardul Thakur, 2019
Yeah.
IPL final. Same off spinner, beaten LBW
He was
1 by
very
1.
deceptive, no,
Yes.
Malinga, that's why. So you actually thought the arm action was quick and you thought it's coming at that same way, it would come so slowly that your bat swung
Yep.
and it didn't reach you. But
So
this
one
time,
of our
yeah.
family members pointed out, I'm adding it into that. 2 Australians helped you win the games today.
Tim
One,
David.
Tim David, last ball 6 of Shami.
Yep.
Is he Australian?
Singapore, Australian.
The word is out that Australia is chasing him.
Yep. So Irie of Allu, yes, I have added his thing and I've added Sam's last score also.
No,
so
I still think the player of the match will probably be Tim David.
yes, he has to be your man of the match.
Or Daniel Sams.
I was so impressed
Or
with
give it to
Daniel
Daniel
Sams.
Sams.
I'm going to give it to Daniel
Just give it to Daniel Sams for that
Man,
last
that
over.
game was done and dusted till the last over.
9 of 6. That
No,
too
in 3
Bumrah
overs-
bowled out.
I'm saying in 3 overs he gave away only 18 runs today. Daniel
Yes.
Sams.
Sams it is. I don't know. You send in your comments, we'll see. I would give it to Daniel
Sams,
Sams.
Sams.
What an over.
I
Sams
think they'll
has
give
to
it
get
to
it.
David. They'll give it to David. Because of that knock of 44 of 21 put Mumbai in that position, no?
True.
No, but you were down and out in that final over.
Yes.
Nobody thought you were going to.
Or
People can look at Murugan Ashwin also.
Murugan Ashwin.
No,
Two
no.
wickets in that over.
Because that changed the entire complexion of the game. And remember, another freak dismissal. Tilak Verma, I mean, sorry,
Ah,
not
Sai
Sai
Sudarshan,
Sudarshan, hit
right.
wicket. Unlucky 13. 13 time a batsman has been dismissed hit wicket in the IPL. Unlucky 13. So
He's the 13th.
he's the 13th. Before this, there were 12.
But
But
Mansu
everybody
Gada
has
earlier
been
also is
unlucky
unlucky
only,
now.
na.
Unlucky 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
whatever. But he is the unluckiest 13.
Yes, unlucky as 13.
Okay, so be it.
Yep. Sam
Daniel
By the way,
Sams for T20 World
Ah,
Cup.
hold on. Sams was actually part of the reserves for the T20 World Cup.
2021,
He was in
But
the
now
UAE.
he's saying no more reserves.
He was in the UAE.
But he's not saying
When Australia won
no
the
more
World Cup.
reserves.
Oh, Bhavya Parekh is pointing out Kartik Tyagi defended 4
4
runs
runs.
against.
Yes, 4. Correct.
Against who? The likes of Nicholas Pooran and Aiden Mark.
Yeah.
Yes, Kartik Tyagi.
Punjab Kings.
4. Yes.
Again, RR versus PB.
No, but the Daniel Sam story is the story, man.
Yeah, 3 runs in the final over. That's it. Wow. Simply sensational. I hats off to his resilience. Really.
Can you take a few questions?
Yes. Apni Sharma. Okay. Which is the other? With such a bowling lineup, with such a target with due, with 100-run opening partnership with Gujarat's luck, Rohit, wow. I think his captaincy was spot on today, Rohit. Because these kind of matches, we know that Rohit can pull it out of the hat. But the problem is he's not had resources at his disposal. As a
I
backup.
think it was just that final 2 overs.
Yep.
Bumrah, even though got hit for a 6, but then Daniel Sams was
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
captaincy good, but I think so more credit should go to the bowler.
And even Bumrah had a bad day. He didn't take a wicket and 42 runs.
Yeah, Bumrah did not have a great
economy
day. I
rate.
agree.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, we have to. See,
But Sam's commitment also, I think Sam's deserves it also. You
Yep.
saw that Tewatia ball that, not Tewatia, Rashid Khan ball
Rashid
that
Khan.
went in the air. He went back, tried catching
I know.
it. I think he deserves more credit.
I know, seriously. Well, we have got 3 man of the match contenders: Murugan Ashwin, Tim David, and Daniel Sams. But I think it will either go to
Sam's.
David or Murugan. I don't think Sams will go for it. The IPL has
Is
not known to
35
make.
the most in the history of IPL?
No.
No.
That Kerala
Oh,
player.
yeah.
Prashant Parmeshwaran, Harshal
Parmeshwaran.
Patel, 37 runs.
Harshal Patel also, by the way, yes.
Harshal Patel 37, Ravi Bopara 31, and in the history of cricket, if I look at all formats, it's 77
Yeah.
in 1 over.
How many wides and ovals were there in that one?
There were a total of 19 deliveries in that, and out of that there were about 12 no balls, 2 wides and only 5 legal deliveries were bowled because the umpires lost count. And the scorers at the ground at that time asked the spectators what happened because they lost total track of the number of runs that were scored. So they needed 96 of 2 overs. The equation boiled down to 77. They needed just 19. 18 runs were hit of the final over. So the match ended in a
tie.
No, match drawn with scores level because they were not bowled out. There was 1 wicket left. Lee Jamon. So India now, okay. Daniel Sams has gotten better over IPL. I can take this confidence and come better next IPL. You guys agree? Yes, after that 35 run over, he's really become a better bowler.
He was dropped. If you remember, he was
games,
dropped, came back, and after that, he's played all the games.
Yep.
He has not been dropped ever since.
Manikant Reddy is like all 4 spots are intact. Yes, they have. No team has secured qualification yet.
Yeah.
So tomorrow Lucknow will go on top with 16. But remember, even after this round of double headers, no team will have sealed their spot in the playoffs. And if Punjab beat Lucknow tomorrow,
Not Punjab.
Punjab Lucknow are playing tomorrow, no?
KKR Lucknow.
KKR Lucknow. If KKR
Punjab play Rajasthan.
Oh yes, that game is again. It's going to turn the table upside down because if Punjab win, Rajasthan are in huge trouble.
No, because 12 points, they'll go above them maybe, or net run.
No, net run rate. RR have a better net run rate. Yeah. Can you just show the points table?
But have to say,
so RR have 0.3, Punjab are minus 0.229. So if Punjab win, they'll go to 4th over RCB.
Over RCB.
But if Lucknow lose to KKR tomorrow, oh man. All
Shane will be jumping in joy.
8 out of the 10 teams will be on 10 points.
Yeah.
If that happens. So it is crazy. This IPL is becoming crazier by the day.
Crazier for sure, and I'm hoping Lucknow wins tomorrow so that they can go top of the table.
Yes, Lucknow KKR. And KKR, I think now will be confident after that win. They really needed that victory after losing 5 on the trot.
I think right now nobody is confident and nobody is even sure whether next game they're gonna win.
So every team now, GTR qualifying or not, I will say no. Love Rami, see, they just need 1 win. Let us just make it clear now.
Yeah, GT still have the best chance of the lot.
Yep, because now with all the results, see, tomorrow if Punjab loses, even they also can only get to 16.
Yeah.
So 18 is your minimum qualification. RCB can only get to 16. If they'll, because either SRH or RCB will get to 16 because they play each other in one of the games. That's why.
That's why so many permutations and combinations involved, and then the net run rate will come into the picture.
Oh yeah.
I think we are forgetting that net run rate is going to be a big factor.
Big factor.
Especially going into this fag end of the tournament.
Yep. And imagine if Mumbai would have played with this similar intensity at the beginning, how different the situation would have been. And if GT had been on the opposite end of those 3 close results, who knows? No team would have reached 16. Till now.
We always said that GT were punching above their weight with their batting and all, and now they've lost 2 games, but still they are in with a great chance of sealing a top 2 spot also for that matter.
Yep.
Because let's not forget, in terms of other teams also, they are all except Lucknow, they are still 4 points behind Gujarat.
Yes. And now
that's what I'm saying. Lucknow will be rejoicing because tomorrow they can go to 16, and because the net run rate is superior,
they'll top the group.
They'll go top of the table.
So 0.120. Luckily this has not impacted the net run rate much.
No, but it had come down after their loss against Punjab.
Big
heavily.
0.4, it came down to 0.1. So
0.15.
Not good news actually. So Mumbai, now all teams now have played 10 games, all the sides. So now we can be in that silly season where we predict the qualifying scenarios for each team, what happens.
Actually, I just want us to now, just for an I'll do it tomorrow. Shane is not here, all 4 of us should be there. Then
Yes.
What?
Like before the game starts, we'll predict our top 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll note it down, and then we're gonna look at it after the
End of the league stages.
Yeah,
we can have a look at that. Yep. Next match, Brevis in and Pollard out. Nothing is saying. I agree.
I
do agree. Yep.
I get it that you have been trying to play Pollard every game because you retained him, everything. But what has the guy done? Yes, he got a lucky wicket in the form of a hit wicket today, but his batting probably could have cost Bombay the game, Mumbai.
Yep. 4
the
of
game.
14 and getting bowled classic setup by Rashid Khan. He's
That
very
that
weak now.
wicket was actually inevitable. He played
Yep.
first 3-4 balls dot and
Yep.
then he got out.
Yep,
Just
googly
struggling.
through the gate. Yep.
Lockie Ferguson also in that over before that he couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If
Pollard is not.
PBKS and KKR win, folks, tomorrow, then
Then
good luck in trying to figure out which team makes it to the playoffs then.
It'll be
Every
fun.
team then has a chance, right from number 1 to number 8, mathematically, if I have to look at it. Mathematically. So, oh man. Oof. Gujarat will now play like everyone predicted before the tournament about them.
I thought both Gujarat and SRH will finish 9th and 10th, honestly.
Yeah.
Both
but that
have
is not happening.
punched well above my expectations.
Yes, Vignesh, this is true. This incoming and loading do have some curses. But Warner was pretty close. The one who said Warner century loading. He did come close though.
But I loved the fact how Warner told Rovman Pal in the final over, we don't play cricket like this.
Yeah.
You go and smash everything.
Total team guy. Total team guy. Rohan Surbi, yes, we will do an analysis of the playoff scenarios for each of the teams once this round of double headers are done. Because after this, we only have one double header and that is on the 15th. That's it. All games are single headers from that point in time. So, they don't have a sixth bowling option. But do they really need a sixth bowling option? Mumbai Indians. Karthik was saying, I mean, yes.
No, but
today
Tim David is a sixth bowling option.
you didn't use him. So why do you need a sixth
Tim
bowling
David can
option?
bowl.
Yeah.
He bowls at least 1-2 overs for his BBL side.
Yes.
So you can pick him.
Yep. Oh, fastest delivery obviously has to be Lockie Ferguson.
All 5 fastest deliveries today were bowled by him.
Lockie, yes. It's either Umran or it's Lockie. So that is the thing. And what was the speed? I didn't get the speed.
I think so. He bowled 153.
Wow. Indeed. 153. But I'm interested to see who's going to be the man of the match. I think it's Tim David.
I think it is
It should be Sam.
Daniel Sams. Come
Yep.
on.
Daniel Sams. Come
Daniel
on.
Sams.
Yeah, I know.
What? See, this is what, some days, see, again, a lot of, whether Murugan's 2 wickets or whether it's the knock by Sams or knock by Tim David,
yep.
all of that, or Vridhiman Saha or Rohit Sharma, whoever got it, I think a lot of that is okay. But next season, when we're sitting and talking about the IPL,
Yeah.
we'll remember this. Daniel Sam.
Daniel Sam.
It's like, I don't know, Umran Malik's 4 wicket. We'll remember it.
Yep. 5 wicket haul that he bowled, all the
Yeah.
157 kmph deliveries.
There are
True.
just certain performances.
Yeah. No, this is definitely one of the best performances that Mumbai have and Sams has had. I don't think he's done this even in the BBL, if I'm not wrong. Defending 9
BBL?
or 6.
Nah,
Nah.
9 and all. But BBL is still like IPL and BBL
No,
are
this
very
is
different.
already the lowest anyone has defended in the fight.
In this edition.
No, I'm saying Kartik Tyagi.
Kartik
defend-
Tyagi was 4.
4.
So he gave away 3
Yeah.
today. Is there
No,
anyone
but
else?
I'm
who's-
I'm wondering how many runs Kartik Tyagi had to defend. That we have to check.
that is
Could
another
8
thing.
runs.
Could be.
Less than 9. I'm
8. He had to defend 8.
8.
So
So he's defending less. I'm saying giving,
Giving
away the
away-
least.
yeah, could be.
Yep.
Just giving away 3.
Way too many games in the IPL.
But
I'm
actually,
not sure about
what,
this fact.
what would be confusing on that front is, by the way, nothing is saying Tim David got
Tim
it.
David. Expected.
Yeah. What would be? But again, I will remember this match
For Daniel
Sam's final over.
Yep.
You can give the man of the match to anyone.
No, I think the player of the match they'll give now, after the captain
No,
commits.
but sometime now they announce it on the.
No, they have so many other awards. I think so. The Tim David
No,
got
sometimes-
striker of the match.
No, sometimes
Some striker of the match, Tim David got.
No,
See.
no.
Oh,
They
Tim
announce
David,
it
he's already
before
got,
yeah.
because it's how it happens is it's a commentary panel that decides,
Ah,
and so
yeah.
they do send it. So you can see it if you're a journalist also covering. You get the scorecard, and
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
they announce it also in advance.
Yes.
So it's not a broadcaster. Broadcaster will show the presentation later.
But
Yeah.
well,
But as and
Mumbai, if they want to keep winning and if they want to spoil a lot of
They will,
parties,
yeah.
be the party poopers this season,
Yep.
they
See,
need to get in
because
somebody else.
who are
for
all in
Pollard.
contention, they can spoil PBK's party. Punjab Kings.
Jay Pandey is pointing on Nikhil, you're using the phone too much, it seems.
Yeah, apologies.
Yes.
I usually don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can spoil KKR, Sunrisers and Delhi Capitals. Man, they are also in the playoff mix.
You're not talking about they're playing against your team also.
I know, but that,
Everyone-
as I said, 0.00001%.
But okay, hold on. Earlier you were saying that Chennai still have a chance.
Yeah.
Now you're not even counting their match against Mumbai Indians. Why?
We will win. That's why. We will win.
So if Chennai have 0.1 whatever, do Mumbai also have that?
No, Mumbai definitely don't.
Mumbai
have.
can't qualify.
Because they have played 10, they can only get to 12 points. And 4 teams already have 12 points.
What
So-
they can do is they can go past CSK.
Yeah, that is the thing. Yes.
What a little battle.
What a-
What a battle.
Yeah.
What a.
See, I'll again tell you why. CSK, 4 games they have to win. That is the first major criteria. They can only get to 14. RCB lose to Sunrisers. Okay. So
He's
they will
now
remain
going
on
to decide.
12.
All combination permutation.
The whole combination permutation is there.
Back to the points table.
Yeah.
Tell, go ahead.
So RCB don't win their remaining games. Okay. So they'll remain on 12. Sunrisers win just 1 out of their remaining games. So they stay on 12. Okay. 1 out of the remaining. Punjab also just win 1 out of 3. 12. So I already said Sunrisers, Punjab Kings, Kolkata, if they lose tomorrow, they can only get to 14. And even if they win 3, they'll only get to 14. But if Chennai win all 3 by all 4 by a big margin, they can easily get to the 4th
Their net
position.
run rate
4th
is-
position. That
their
is the
net
best they
run
can
rate
aim
is still
for.
poor, but yes, I agree. They still have a mathematical chance,
Very.
as we call it.
Not in
but
Top 2 is done. Only
2019,
4.
I guess, was the season when Sunrisers Hyderabad made it with 12 points, right?
No team has ever made it to 12
I think
points.
they made it. Just check the points table. SRH did make it.
14. I can remember 14.
I-
Just check. I can remember with 14, but not 12.
Okay, let me take a few comments now.
Yeah.
Niranjan SG is saying burning CSK fan.
Yeah.
You're right, Niranjan. Rahul Rana is saying hi, Nikhil sir, Siri, Siddhant. Salute Nikhil sir for the prediction. Thank you, Rahul.
Salute.
Mumbai has
Yes.
done it. Apni sham, apni man, apni jaan. Are Rahul, so happy for you. Yeah. See, can I tell you, this is the beauty of the IPL. The team is out of contention, but see how much joy it
SRH
gives.
did make it with
With
12,
12
points.
points.
Yeah, it has happened. Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, but look
Yeah,
at
but 8 teams versus 10 teams. That's a
Also,
big
3
difference.
teams were on 18.
18 points.
MI, CSK, DC all finished on 18 points.
Yes.
And then SRH were 4th with 12 points.
And
Yeah.
KKR also joined.
By the way, Bhavya is pointing out that I think he had to defend 4 and he defended 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Kartik
saying.
Tyagi.
That Kartik Tyagi might have defended far less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep.
Gaurav Sharma has a suggestion saying, can you guys make a video on the best Indian player who never played for India, just like the Shark Tank one? Very good idea. But since it's not related to the IPL, we can do it post the IPL.
Post
Yeah.
the IPL, yes.
So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
See, Royal King is saying, Siri, we are a bad champ. You're trolling Mumbai Indians as a CSK fan. Yaar. What is this?
Oh no.
Somebody said, wow, Siri, get to reality.
I am in reality. I told you, clear cut. The mathematical permutations and combinations.
But it's true.
It's true.
A storyteller writer actually sums up the game today. Very interesting. He's saying the absolute irony is Gujarat has won the most difficult chases
Oh, yeah.
and lost one of the easiest ones.
Easiest one.
That's
24 of 16
Maybe
with
good-
so many wickets in hand. You are like, I was upstairs so confident. You know that television package and we finish it off?
Yeah.
I had given it an ending saying that yeah, Gujarat have won and all.
But I had told you there also. नहीं हो पाएगा इनसे. नहीं हो पाएगा. By the way, maybe Gujarat is like, "Arey, these easy things we don't like.
I think so.
Give us some tough chases. These easy things we don't like to achieve.
I
and
know.
Win."
I think Rahul Bhai also got his wish.
Yes.
He kept saying.
But his
he
logic
kept
was not
saying-
pretty.
His logic was different, I agree. But he kept saying, Mumbai is winning this. Mumbai is winning this.
Saurav Sen is saying it's a miracle. GT nahi jeeti, but Mumbai GT.
That's the best comment
Very
of the
nice.
day.
Comment
You-
to the night.
you deserve it.
We work so late at night that sometimes we need some good humor, and I
Yeah.
must thank you guys. You guys come up with some of the wittiest comments. Quite often we get to hear from a lot
Yep.
of you, So today
Saurav
it is
Sen, comment of the day. Yep.
Saurav Sen.
Also started with the welcome note, miracle, miracle,
Miracle, yeah.
He says, na, Akshay Kumar.
Yeah, Akshay Kumar.
Akshay Kumar says,
Yes.
miracle, miracle.
Oh. VK should back. Where Virat Kohli, Rohit. Every day we are discussing Virat. So Varun, send us some Rohit na. Rohit was looking so good today. This pitch looks so true. Yeah, that's one of the reason why we said maybe this was a below par total. Actually, Gujarat should have won it. They messed up the chase, but Rohit looked good, which is great. And this is one thing we've been pointing out for a long time, that when Rohit is there, it's not looking like he's struggling for timing or form or any such thing. It's only that he's playing a rash stroke and getting out. Today, again, continued to play his strokes, and because it was a true pitch, then got his run. So, good signs for the Indian team. Also was spot on as captain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, again.
No, I think also, let's not forget, I believe with the Indian team, he becomes a different player also.
Yep.
Yeah, we have not seen that much success from Rohit Sharma even in the IPL as a batsman.
Yes.
But for India, he has always done well.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's a different ball game, and I completely disagree with people who keep saying drop Rohit, drop
No,
Kohli.
that's not happening.
Let them play
Just
like that for India.
Imposter gamer, whatever that name is.
Imposter gamer.
Okay. Let's talk about what his analysis. He feels that Rohit Sharma is showing that his template, that this is how he's preparing the Indian team as a proper tod for T20 team, as seen in his batting. I'd love to know your thoughts as well. What do you think? I feel today may not be the right way of judging that. Firstly, we don't know whether his style of batting.
But that is not Rohit's
reflection.
template, by the way. That is
Yeah.
England's template.
No, but what he's trying to say is that Rohit had made this point before the India series started, that they are going to be looking to change the template. He did not mention what that template is going to be like. What he's saying is maybe the way Rohit is batting right now, he's giving indication that this might be India's template going forward.
That is why I said that even if we do that, it's not India's template,
No,
it's actually England's
Name
template.
doesn't matter. He's saying whether India will be batting in that, playing in that template.
I don't
It doesn't
think so.
matter. If it's not about naming the template. He's saying whether India is going to be playing that sort of cricket is what. I think today may not be a good match to even see that, because the pitch was so true. You will bat like that. I think what India's template has been that you assess the conditions, and even when India was most successful in ICC tournaments, even under MS Dhoni, it's not that they were playing any one type of cricket. They used to assess conditions. When there was a big scoring game or a pitch was conducive to batting that fast, they would bat like that. When it wasn't like that, you would change gears and bat according to situation. They played sensible cricket, and controlled aggression was that word that was used. But this bang that just no matter what, we will play like that, which England does, or what Punjab tried to do now, or KKR tries to do, that
Doesn't work.
That I don't think
that doesn't work.
Rohit is going to do.
Also, certain times you will lose a couple of wickets in the power play. It will be important for you to have a partnership in the middle rather than everybody going all guns blazing.
Yep.
Because that might backfire for sure.
See, what has hurt India in every single ICC event since 2013? Either bad execution at some point in time, or a top order collapse.
3 wickets in the power play.
Your top three, 2017 gone, then 2019 already you lost 4 wickets. By the 30th over you lost 6 wickets. So that is the thing. Even in 2021, they just couldn't get going against New Zealand and Pakistan. Bad execution and collapse, these two things. For that, what template do you have? Controlled aggression or sensible batting? That's it. And every team should aim for that, rather than England doing it or something of that kind. So,
yeah, Johnny Khurana, thank you so much for your comments and your wishes. But he wants to ask, have Mumbai Indians finally figured out their best combination?
no.
Why? Why do you say that?
Kieron Pollard should not be playing then.
Yeah, but now you're saying it in hindsight. I'm saying again.
Well, I have been saying this for the last 4 games.
No, not 4 games also. I'm saying, could this have been their team right from the start? Is this what they should have concentrated on? And then maybe reaching this stage, then drop Pollard now. I'm saying, was this better? Because Daniel Sams, they played 2 games, dropped him.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Daniel Sams, Tim David.
Tim David, yep.
Daniel Sams also in and out of the team.
Kumar
Didn't
Karthike
start.
wasn't even there.
Yes.
Yeah. Have they now kind of reached, okay, barring Pollard, have they kind of now understood their team? Murugan Ashwin,
really.
actually they played was
I'm
not
not
doing
sure.
well.
No. I
Riley
don't think
Meredith
so.
was good in the last game. Today he went for runs again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
They haven't gotten their combination yet.
But also, I
But
think
dropping
players,
Tim David was wrong. That
Yeah.
that too we have been saying for the longest time now.
That was a senseless move. And Pollard, so another question on that, Gaurav Sharma, do you think Pollard has any more cricket in him? I don't think so. Looks awfully out of touch, and maybe that's the reason he's retired from international cricket too, because he knows it as well.
He's still gonna play a couple of seasons.
He will. But
But will Mumbai Indians want to keep him? I don't know.
maybe on the.
See, we've seen big players being benched. Even players in peak form.
No, but
having.
for me, because I have seen Pollard, something like this happen to Pollard before. He was dropped from the Mumbai side because he
Yes.
wasn't scoring runs.
Yeah.
And that side had Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya, everybody, Surya at the top, Rohit, Ishan,
Yeah.
Kishan, everybody was firing. But Pollard was dropped because they're not having a good season.
Yeah.
And Pollard wasn't scoring any runs. Yet, after that, next season he played and he was a different player altogether.
Yep.
So I disagree. I think it's just one of those seasons again for Pollard where he's not firing
Yeah.
and probably should sit on the sidelines at least for the time being.
But again, the Pollard of that time when he was dropped and the Pollard of now is totally different. There was motivation for him because primarily he wanted to make it a point to the West Indies team also.
Yeah.
He was in and out. Remember, out of all the World Cup wins that they have had, Pollard hasn't featured in any of them. 2012, he was not part of the team.
Yeah.
Even in 2016, he was not part of it. Was Pollard there in the 2016 World T20? No. So he had to make it a point every single time, and he put out a.
But then he was made captain now. My entire point is he gave up captaincy, right? He was their limited overs captain.
I think what demotivated Pollard was that ODI series loss against Ireland. He really poured his heart out saying we don't produce talent in the West Indies anymore.
Or it could just be that he wants to play more T20 cricket all around the world and not worry about international cricket at all.
At all now. Now
because,
he's lost that
because
motivation
he
in
doesn't
international
captain Mumbai Indians here.
Yeah.
He is not captaining any other. He was captaining
Trinbago, yeah. But again, so now Pollard is in the crossroads. See, even in international T20, even in the CPL, he didn't do well, Pollard.
Whoever is saying Sky form is also dipping, I just want to tell you he scored a 50 in the last game, was the player of the match.
Yep.
No, there are a lot of people who pointed about Sky. Storyteller, writer also. Ire of
Maybe
Ayu
out of
his
four
average,
also pointed
his
out.
average before this game was 48.33
No,
in
even
this IPL.
That's the problem which you pointed out earlier. Just 2-3 games here and there, and we
Yeah.
start raising concern. I'll still maintain at the moment
Best
is
Indian player in
India's
T20s.
No, in white ball cricket. I can't think of anyone better than him at the moment in white ball cricket. For India, outstanding player.
And he does provide solidity no matter what anybody says. Sky does look like somebody who's not going to throw his wicket away. He got out to a soft dismissal today, I agree.
Yeah.
But apart from that, you look at his innings. Every time he's gotten a start, scored 30 odd runs in almost every innings.
Yeah.
Well, I've been pointed out Pollard was part of the squad in
But did not play the
but did
final.
not play the final. Even in the league stages and all, did he play?
I don't remember Pollard.
I don't
That's the
recollect
point.
him playing in the league.
On that, Varun Parvatani says biggest T20 player Chris Gale can be benched, so why not Pollard? That's true. Imposter gamer who had raised that question said,
But,
no, what I'm
but can Virat and Rohit be benched? No.
No,
no,
that
not
can
at the
happen.
moment.
That
In
will
the
not
future could be, who knows. What Imposter Gamer was trying to say is that every time Rohit is batting, he's being trying to give a start which will not make the middle order get burdened, which was the problem of Team India before. I understood your question, Imposter Gamer. That's what I said. That Rohit has been batting like that even earlier, not even now. Even if you saw, even in the T20 World Cup or before that, I think the strike rate was never an issue with Rohit Sharma.
Yep.
Even earlier, Rohit always batted like that. Yes, there was criticism about the Indian team that changed the template of the Indian team and this and that because India was not doing well in the ICC tournaments. But is that down to the template or is it not stepping up on big games? You'd have to look at that. I don't think India's template is an issue. Even now, if you look at the teams that were successful also at the T20 World Cup, Pakistan for one, they were playing just sensible cricket, old school cricket, consolidate at the start and build on from there on. Yes, they had one bad game in the semi-final, got out. Even Australia that won, yes, they did have explosive batsmen in their ranks. But even David Warner some days, he bats very sensibly. He takes his time and then gets
also those
to that
pitches
150
required
strike
you to bat sensibly. You couldn't, if you look at the economy rates of the bowlers, a lot of them have economy rates in under 6 also.
Yeah.
5.8. Jasprit Bumrah played 5 games. His economy rate was 5.08
Yep.
in the entire World T20. So that
So I don't know if template and these things are a problem. I don't think so. If that was a thing, then England should have won the T20 World Cup. They did not.
Yeah.
Doesn't
lost
matter.
to New Zealand in the final.
Yeah.
Daryl Mitchell.
Semi-final.
Yeah.
Semi-final, yes.
That's
Darren
what I'm
Mitchell.
saying. So there is no guarantee. A template is of no guarantee. It's just on the day a player needs to step up, and that is really.
Especially on the big day, in the knockouts, you need one player to step up.
Yep.
So any template in there, see, even in 2021, who stepped up? Warner and Mitchell Marsh in the final.
Yep.
Williamson did, but he didn't step up to that level.
Rahul Rana says, I'm really pleased to see Rohit. I can watch Rohit bat like that the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
The effortless hitting he has, I don't know.
Yep.
Just like the bat swing is like, oh, gone for a 6.
Yes.
Like that's how Rohit bats. I
See,
like
he's the leading six hitter for India in T20 internationals, also in ODIs. So why not?
And my entire point is, this is just IPL, and for me, Rohit has never been the best batsman in the IPL. I always count him as a much better batsman when he's wearing the Indian colours.
Yes.
So,
Rajan Singh says, sir, loving the late night chat with chai and snacks, Nikhil sir. Arey, thank you. I wish we were
had
as
some
lucky
chai.
as you. Somebody brought us chai and
Chai and
pakoras.
snacks.
Pakoda does join us once in a while.
Pav Bhaji has not joined us for a long time.
also, Sasta Pyaz has gone missing.
Sasta pyaz has gone.
Maybe
missing,
he's transformed into Sasta Nimbu, I suppose.
There is nothing called Sasta.
I know. It's the most. I said no, you have to have the most luxurious drink in the
doesn't
world, which
exist.
is lemonade. Lemonade is now the most luxurious drink in the world.
We found, a lot of people found that out on our match night.
Yeah.
Talking about good looking batsmen, Varun is Parvatane is saying Gill
Shubman
also.
Gill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticks around. That's true, yeah.
He was playing second fiddle to Riddhiman Saha till that 5th over. After that, something happened and he's hitting everything for a boundary.
Yes.
3 boundaries he hit off, I don't know, Kumar Karthik or somebody. 3 consecutive boundaries. All of them were brilliant.
Yep.
Okay, Gaurav Sharma has an interesting question. He wants to know, why do you guys always say that Shami is the show pick for the T20 World Cup? Yes, he takes wickets, but what about his economy rate? More often than not, he's expensive. That's true, but most guys have been expensive. See, again, going back to that point which we maintain about batsmen also. In big tournaments, you need a lot of form. You can't take just raw guys, because in different situation, you need them to perform at a different level. And which is why your big guys, for example, I've given this example before, David Warner, totally out of form, but you took him to the T20 World Cup, showed you what he can do. Same thing happens with bowlers as well.
Yep.
Your experience at that stage. Now, Shami with the new ball is lethal, you give him that role. I'm sure you'll find somebody else. That way, if you look at, by the way, if you just look around any bowler for that matter in India.
Jasprit Bumrah, 48 runs he gave away today.
I'm saying that way you will never, IPL is so harsh to bowlers. Please tell me one bowler that you will say, oh, will not give a right. Harshal Patel will have a few good games, will have few bad games. Right, Shami, same thing, good games, bad game. Umesh, same thing, good game, bad games. At that way, you would never be able to finalize. So what you do is, you go with bowlers more often than one who can pick wickets. I think which is a very crucial thing. Picking wickets is very important, and more so in T20 cricket. So look at those bowlers, look at experience, bowlers that have done it in the past. Then take my word for it, when the team is announced, you will definitely see those names.
Karthik M is saying Gill has a woofer in his bat.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Which I keep talking about, that crunch sound that
what is
comes off his
that?
bat.
Since he's from Punjab, there's that famous woofer song, now. What is that?
Amplifier.
Amplifier.
Imran Khan.
Oh, yes.
You'll have that.
Woofer tu meri.
Amplifier.
Tera amplifier. Fire.
Is that his favorite song? We don't know.
Maybe.
But that's a good one, Karthik. That's also goes in as one of our comments of the night. Gill has a
Yeah, that's what, that crunching sound, brilliant.
That is true.
Rahul Rana, let's wish
Best
him
of luck. Yep.
the best of luck. Good luck, man. Enjoy the game.
Yes.
And hopefully you win.
Yep.
Expensive
Nimbu.
Nimbu. Somebody has come,
Wow.
expensive Nimbu, saying, Shikanji piyoge?
बिल्कुल पियेंगे भिजवा दो यार.
Yes.
It's too expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
So I give an example. We had that match amongst us, Sports Thug, Sports Today. The lemonade 70 rupees it's reached now.
Yeah.
Something that was 20 rupees, 70 rupees.
Because we play a few games there, it was 20 rupees at the start, then it went to 35, then it became 54 for some reason, and now it's 70 odd.
Yeah. Nothing says Bhuvi is always economical, but let me jog your memory back to before this IPL season. People didn't want Bhuvi also around the Indian team. So let's be honest about it. That's why I'm saying we are so short-sighted that we just look at whatever is happening right now or 2 game, 3 game. When teams are made for World Cup, doesn't come up like that. But I am so happy that I wish I'd asked for something else. Aaj maine kaha, I wish expensive Nimbu, and expensive Nimbu has come in AajTak.
Has come, yep. Although
It's Johnny Khurana, by the way. He just said that he changed his name for a laugh.
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny is a naughty boy.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
Yep.
Rahul says thank you. Karthik Bachu is saying Shikhar is the best batsman in ODI. He definitely is. He is very, very good, very consistent. And don't forget, he's part of the Indian ODI setup now also.
Yep.
Because you're not playing too many ODIs, you tend to forget. But he has been consistently part of the Indian ODI setup even now. So,
in fact, captain in the last ODI series India played Sri Lanka.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's part of your setup. He will keep playing for India. T20 is not finding a spot because your top 3 are there, and they're looking at youngsters. But I agree with you. They went with someone like a Gaikwad as the backup or whatever, which I thought was not a bad option. Considering you had 3 senior guys, it was good to groom someone.
Because Gaikwad had that kind of a season, and plus he had scored way too many runs in domestic cricket.
Yeah.
He was scoring hundreds for fun.
Yep.
So he deserved that chance also.
Agreed.
Me too.
All of you give your views. Okay, Amit Sharma's question. It says, is the trophy decided on who is the better captain? I would say that, I agree with a captain is as good as his team, but a captain can make a minor difference. So you can't give a very average team and guys who are not performing and the captain will help you win. No, he needs to have a good team, but once all teams are equal or balanced, then the captaincy adds that extra, 0.5% or 10% and enhances your performance. So a great team, but a bad captain then will have that 10% dip, which can then be the difference between winning and losing. So close games, I think that's what makes a huge difference. But captain, and in T20 cricket I say that more, because T20 captaincy really makes a difference. Decisions have to be quick, very fast, instant, out of the box.
And it's not just the bowling, it's also the batting, what order you'll set, if you need to send in somebody else. So that's why we've got a super chat.
Yeah. Shobham Sai, he's saying, will SRH do the same with Williamson like they did with Warner, because Kane is having a same season like how David had previous year? That is true, but the only difference, Shobham, in that is that at the time of when David Warner was going through a bad patch, someone like a Kane Williamson was sitting on the bench. So to accommodate someone like a Kane Williamson, you had to push a non-performing batsman at the time in David Warner out. You may agree, disagree with that decision, that's another thing. But the same, and I don't know whether SRH has a kind of a guy that they can replace with Kane Williamson. Also, Kane Williamson, the captain, has been very sharp. I'd have to say one of the best captains on display. He's bang on with his team performance, and it would be also you got to see where the team is doing. SRH was really down in the dumps, and so then they decided to change the captain and everything. Here, because they're in the mix, it will be very foolish to change the captain. You will just
they changed the captain because SRH just weren't in the running for the playoffs. Exactly. And also, I think
and also Warner with Trevor Bayliss, that equation was also not.
No, but
Warner had a big fallout.
Warner
had a big fallout. He was not even selected for that last few games as part of the squad.
There may have been some off-the-field decisions too, which I'm sure I can't buy that Williamson will be having any issues as such off the field with anyone. Very rare will that be the case. So
Williamson. Who hates Williamson?
Oh, Jay Pandey is saying Warner was dropped because he said it was the management's decision to drop Manish Pandey. And did you guys find that amusing though when they dropped Manish Pandey?
Yeah.
It was.
But that was an amusing season only. Then he captained also one game. Manish Pandey. Didn't he?
Yep.
So
No, but Manish Pandey, I think he was scoring 40 odd runs, 40 somewhere, 50. They were
Strike
still
rate,
losing.
strike rate
was
covered.
110,
and then the guy
115,
was
yeah.
at least scoring a few runs for you drop him also.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
It's like
Poor
you
guy
want-
has not been dropped from LSG side also because he's not been scoring runs.
Varun, sorry, yeah, you want to finish?
Yeah, I'm just saying you built a house, you want to destroy the house with everybody in it, now you want to build it back again.
No, but on that logic, SRH coach left before the start of the season also, saying they didn't listen and they
Simon
decided
Katic.
they started doing decently well. So
But
we don't.
who are the other guys above Katic? It was Stain, Lara and Murli. My God.
Yeah.
What a trio.
Also, Tom Moody was back.
Yeah, Tom Moody.
Varun is asking that we spoke about that maybe Hardik would be bowling in a pre-show and he did not. So any reason for that? Maybe because I think he may have been firstly happy with how the bowling is going, may have kept him.
No, but I was surprised that he bowled Tewatia for that 1 over.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was going to get some spin or something.
Correct.
But
Also
that
must
no
have
work
like
out.
not a grave situation where he thought that he needs to come in. Maybe as I said, the pitch was like a 200 and it seemed like they'll restrict them for much lower than that. So I think he didn't. Also maybe we said on the evidence of watching him bowl a few balls in the warm-up, maybe he's getting towards match fitness and is not quite
yeah,
there.
because 4 games he bowled.
I
After
hope
that,
he lasts that entirety of the World Cup.
World Cup, yeah, that's the thing.
Yes.
No matter
Because
what.
he started bowling in that series against Australia, if you have to remember, in that ODI in Sydney. He bowled 5 overs and I think he dismissed Steve Smith. He troubled Steve Smith a lot, that's what I know. That ODI in Sydney, he bowled for the first time after a year and a half.
Yes. Yes.
That is why Siri. I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shall we
yeah.
call
we
it
should.
a night?
Yeah.
Thank
And
you so
whoever's
much.
got a board exam tomorrow, some people
All the best.
Divyanshu
whoever's
Samal.
got a Divyanshu has got a chemistry exam if I'm not
Oh
wrong.
boy, Divyanshu.
So I love chemistry by the way. Was
Give
really
him
good.
some tips.
Was really good at
Not-
organic
not up
chemistry.
my
Not my cup of
Scored
tea
a
too.
lot actually in chemistry.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, I guess it's time to say goodbye. And Nikhil, in your usual zone, what do you say at the end?
Don't forget to download the Gamezy app, make your teams there. We keep doing it every day. We also give you fantasy tips if you subscribe to Sports Today. Plenty more content coming your way as well. Some interesting videos we did today. If you haven't checked them out, check them too. Oh, no, but that I will put myself. The vlog,
yes.
but that will be on my personal.
that
but
was
I'll
on-
share the link
Yep.
somewhere.
And Sandesh Shane is enjoying his day off and
Yeah.
he'll be back with us tomorrow.
Yes.